If you are looking for love like you'd look for a new pair of shoes or maybe even a new outfit, you might be relation shopping.
Relation shopping. So we have our local matchmaker here, Camille Kostin from It's Just Lunch Milwaukee. She shares why we, might have a problem here because it's preventing you from finding someone real and substantive in your life, right?
Yeah, I mean, relation shopping is basically when singles are shopping for a match like they would a new bag or shirt. And dating apps allow you to mindlessly swipe through profiles and images like their products. You can also filter out based on certain preferences like age, height, location, education, which then just turns into a big comparison shop. You're like, oh, he or she looks great. I'm going to put him in my cart, save him for later, but I'm going to wait for somebody better to come along. And, while this is not a bad thing, it could potentially have you miss out on somebody great because these filters can't identify if two people can get along.
Fair. I always wondered that too, like especially with folks who are like really particular about something that somebody can't help, like let's say their height. Like if let's say they have their preferences set where I don't know even if this is a thing you can do, but like you can't get anyone who's under 5'11". Okay, so like what if a guy, like you're gonna let 1 inch of height prevent you from somebody who could be your soulmate?
Yeah, and this is, doing this is not a bad thing technically. It does give singles a chance to see what's out there, what they're looking for, what not, but personalities are behind these profiles and personalities can make somebody way more or way less attractive. And just like that, with that 1 inch of height, if they have a dynamite personality, they're going to be way more attractive to you. You can meet somebody that might be the most attractive person ever, and if they're a dry piece of toast, what are you going to do with that, right? So
we all love those odd couples, but I think dating apps and the way we do this these days might filter all those out because that like 6 foot tall person with the like 2 foot tall person, or the like loves to get into punk rock and loves classical music. They don't get together on an app, but they get together in real life and they work real well.
You're so right.
Opposites attract sometimes a lot, and you're not giving yourself that chance with online, right? At least if you're trying to only focus on those smallest of details.
So would you say that relation shopping is like the opposite of dating with intention?
I mean, you're browsing, you're looking, just like you were shopping. Like I said, it's not a bad thing because it can see, what you're looking for, but be open and honest. When you're really trying to look, you have to get out on actual dates. I will not stress this enough, you have to get from behind the phone or the computer and meet these people face to face. You're not going to know if you have that chemistry unless you meet them.
And you don't want a pen pal too, right? Like I can imagine that all that messaging would just kind of get old after a while.
100%. One of the biggest frustrations that I hear about online dating is the pen pal relationships where you're just texting back and forth, you're never meeting them, and then fizzling out after a while. So you have to get out and see if that, chemistry is going to develop.
Is relation shopping good for anyone? Like, is there somebody who might be watching where relation shopping is something that they need to be doing or should be doing?
Well, like I said, it gives you that opportunity to see what is out there, but also allow yourself to actually get to know these people. Be open-minded to new possibilities and new opportunities. We all have certain criteria that we want our matches to meet, but not everybody is perfect. So don't get wrapped up in those smallest of details. And like I said, get out on those actual dates, but also allow yourself to, have that chemistry develop. First dates can be a little nerve-wracking regardless, and so even if the fireworks aren't, sparking, it's not 4th of July. Give it some time. I always encourage my clients at It's Just Lunch to get out on second dates, because if you had a nice enough time, a nice evening the first time, what's going to be the problem for trying it again? It's just going to differentiate whether you have a romantic connection or not, and that's okay.
Yeah, takes time.
Some of the longest burning fires have to start as a tiny coal. So just, be there.
You just got to keep nurturing it and giving it some love.
I like that.
That's true. You've got to give it a shot, right? So maybe open up those preferences a little bit. Add a few inches, add a few years of age.
Maybe you're not an outdoors gal, but try the guy holding the fish. That could be your husband.
There's a lot of women holding fish too, so just swipe.
100%. People can have their own life, right? It's always important for you to have your independence, and they can have their hobbies, and if they love to do that, if Saturdays are for the boys and they want to golf and you can do whatever with the girlfriends, do that. That's
you meet
fine.
time, which is nice.
There's something to be said for opposites attracting. Now, of course, what you do is also a little bit different than what the apps do. So how do you kind of work around this trend with what you offer your clients?
Sure. Well, I'm actually getting to know somebody one-on-one, right? I want there to be those similar interests, lifestyles, values, but I also come into play that there are the personalities. So when I'm getting to know them, their quirks, how they carry themselves, what they like, and just kind of, like I said, those personalities, which you cannot get from online, because again, it is just a phone or a screen.
Yeah.
So that's why I encourage you to get out and meet people. But if you're working with somebody like me, my clients are dating with intention, though. They are working with me because they are looking to meet their goals in an efficient manner. They are trying to get into that relationship. So that's why I think relation shopping is not terrible if you're not really sure what you're looking for. It's totally okay if you are like, I don't really know what I want yet.
Right.
It's certainly fine to see what you do want, but when you start figuring that out, having that communication is what's going to last to a long-term relationship. And communication is key with whatever stage you are in dating.
Okay.
So you could say that Camille is like a personal shopper.
Oh, there you go. You'll do the
That is
relationship
the best way to put
for
it.
them,
Yes, 100%.
and then they just show up and try on a few people.
She'll tell you what fits. Yeah.
all right.
Well, Camille, if people
Lovely.
want to hear more about It's Just Lunch, how do they do that?
Yeah, It's Just Lunch Milwaukee. My name is Camille Kostin. You can you always give me a call. I'd put my number, but I don't know. But it's just lunchmilwaukee.com.
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect. And we'll post that on our website as well.
There you go. Well, don't swipe away from us. We'll be right back in just a couple of minutes. Put us in favorites.
Look up from your dating app.
That's right. Send us a message.
Thank you, Camille.
Yeah, thank you.